This video is about sources of energy. Now, according to the law of conservation of energy, the total energy of a system is always conserved. Okay, the total system of energy is always conserved. Means energy can neither be created nor can be destroyed. Then the question is that why do we always talk about the judicious use of energy? Okay, why there is energy crisis, and what is the need of alternative source of energy? So, okay, we can get the answer to all these questions if we carefully try to understand the energy changes taking place during phenomena. We know that during physical or chemical changes, one form of energy is converted into another and the total energy of the system remains constant. For example, suppose in burning of candle, chemical energy of the wax is converted into heat energy. Okay, in burning of candle, the chemical energy of wax is converted into heat energy, light energy and smoke is produced, but this reaction is not reversible. That is, we will not get back the chemical energy in the form of wax if we put together heat, light and smoke. So, okay, we cannot get back the wax if you put all the energy that we have got, so that we have obtained from burning of wax. We cannot get back wax. Second, heat the water and leave it open for some time. It's okay. It will lose heat to the surroundings. This reaction is also irreversible because with the heat lost in the surrounding, we cannot make water hot again. Once the heat is lost, it is lost forever, and we cannot get back heat lost in the surrounding to make water hot again. Okay. Similarly, if an earthen pot is dropped from a height, earthen pot, okay, the potential energy of the pot is converted into kinetic energy and then into sound energy when it hits the ground. Here again, it is impossible to get the earthen pot back by combining the sound energy, kinetic energy and other products of the reaction. It's okay. So in this example, we see that energy in the usable form is dissipated to the surrounding in less usable form, that is heat, light and smoke. Hence, one form of energy which is used to do work is consumed and cannot be produced again by reversing the reaction. Electrical and chemical energies are called high grade energy as they are more usable. So, okay, this electrical and chemical energy are called high grade energy as they are more usable. The internal energy and potential energy is called the low grade energy as they are less usable. Thus, we see that during any physical and chemical process, the more usable form of energy is consumed in doing work and it cannot be used again. And this classification is applicable to all types of energies in the universe. Due to this degradation of energy, there is a need for new source of high grade energy, okay, that is electrical and chemical energy. These are the high grade energies called. Now, energy sources. Energy sources. Man lives in an ocean of energy. Energies are available around us in various natural forms, for example, wind, water, sun, fossil fuel, nuclear, biomass, etc. etc. So primary energy source, okay, sources that are used in natural form in which they occur are called primary energy source. So these sources are of two types. One is renewable source and other is non-renewable source. So now renewable source. These energy sources are available in such a large amount that probably we will never run out of them. For example, wood, water, sun, biomass, it's okay, etc. So sources which are available in unlimited quantity and can be used continuously years after year are called renewable sources. So these sources do not get exhausted. So they are called inexhaustible source. Inexhaustible means they will never come to an end. They will never come to an end. Second is the non-renewable source. Non-renewable source. So minerals, okay, resources like fossil fuel, okay, fossil fuel consists of coal, oil, natural gas, etc. So nuclear fuel are called non-renewable sources because they are available in limited quantity and once used cannot be replenished or renewed for further use. If you use them faster, then they are not renewed, or if it disturbs the natural method of renewal, these cannot be replenished back to nature. So they are called exhaustible source. Okay. Therefore, a good source of energy is one which is capable of providing adequate amount of useful energy in a convenient form over a long period of time. Second, okay, which is easily available, that is, the energy is available when it is needed and in its most convenient form. For example, it may not be possible to use solar and wind energy if needed in night or when they are not wind blowing. So